Alrighty, Battle City time, and we have got Kaiba going up against Odion, and on paper, this should be a really good match. All of Odion's games so far have been tactical, they've been really good to watch, they've gone for a long time, but that in a good way. Not in a seeker kind of way where we just sit and watch him pass turns. Odion's deck is actually quite entertaining to watch, and here we go straight into it. We are from Kaiba's perspective. He's got final attack orders, which is a reading by effect. That is a devastating card for this duel because it can force all of Odion's monsters into attack mode. All face-up monsters will be in attack mode if final attack orders is on the field and active. He's also got Mask of Defense. Sorry, Ring of Defense, Grappler, Mystic Horseman, and there is a Thunder Dragon as well, so he'll be able to activate that effect to draw 2 more from his deck. He's got Blade Knight there as well. Okay, Final Attack Orders has just been played, so if Odion's got, say for example, Metal Reflect Slime, Final Attack Orders will put that into attack mode. And there's Venom Snake. And Kaiba activates it, final attack orders. So you can set monsters down, but as soon as they're flipped up, they will also go into attack mode. Temple of the Mind's Eye is played. Any battle damage a player takes will become 1000. And Odion plays a face-down defense and passes turn back to Kaiba, who draws Silent Doom. You need a normal monster to be able to activate that. He's got Grappler and Mystic Horseman in his hand, and he goes with Grappler. And Odion flips up. Oh no, that's Scapegoat. So Odion has played down Scapegoat. Possible that he doesn't have any other monster in his hand to play. He's going to have all these tokens summoned. Now Odion can use these tokens as a tribute. That goes for rituals as well. So some tokens you can't use for tribute. These sheep tokens you can. However, they are all at 0 and they're not going to stay in defense mode. Thankfully for Odion, he has got Temple of the Mind's Eye on the field, so he's only going to take 1000 damage per hit. However, even with Scapegoat, it's kind of like Odion not having any monsters on the field, so the same concept is sort of applying him getting attacked directly is as what would have happened anyway. Except he just has a couple of tokens on the field which he may be able to tribute for something. He's gone with 2 more face down to spell or trap. Oh, and there's Raigeki as well. Grappler and Blade Knight are gone, and there you go. Odion has no other monsters to play. He hasn't drawn any. So that's why he played down Scapegoat, even though it was a card that was completely useless for the moment with final attack orders on the field. And Odion. So Kaiba has Shrink in his hand, which won't do anything. There's Silent Doom, which you can't attack with the monster that you bring back with that effect. Mystic Horseman is summoned, and that will be able to knock off another sheep token. And Odion will take another 1000 points. Says he's flipped up no entry, but I don't believe that will work. He's flipped that up just, I think, to see if it will work. However, final attack orders takes priority as it's a continuous card, whereas no entry is not. So it doesn't work for Odion. He's got nothing else to play. And there goes another sheep token. I tell you what, that final attack orders is a devastating card against a deck like Odion's that goes so much on defense. Alright, there's a face down defense from Odion. Although when that's flipped up, that should still in theory go to attack mode. So it doesn't even matter. There's X-Head Cannon. Now thankfully for Odion, without Temple of the Mind's Eye being on the field, he probably would have lost already. Because he's only taking 1,000 points of damage from these instead of 1,800. For example, however, Odion is very quickly running out of life points. He's only got 4,000 left. And now make that 3,000. And Odion with no cards in hand, it looks like Kaiba is going to pick up this first match. And quite convincingly as well. This is a bit of a shock result. We were probably hoping for a bit better. Well, it looks like Odion may have just drawn a bit of a bucket hand, which is unusual for him. He usually does draw pretty good. There's Force Raider for Kaiba, and that just to make things a little bit worse for Odion. With Force Raider on the field, if Odion's defense doesn't hold, Kaiba is going to pick up this first match in quite a quick time. We've only been going for about 5 or 6 minutes. And okay, it is a Cobra Jar, which actually won't matter because it will flip up a token, but it will still receive battle damage, which will still default to 1,000 due to Temple of the Mind's Eye being on the field. So in the end, Temple of the Mind's Eye did sustain Odion for a bit longer. However, this first match is going to come to an end. A very quick one as well. Kaiba, that final attack orders card is absolutely devastating. And Metal Reflect Slime has just been played from Odion. However, I don't believe that will work. Final attack order is forcing everything into attack mode. And it has done Odion in. His deck is not prepared for a card with that effect, and Odion has lost this first match in absolutely devastating fashion. He will have to hope that Kaiba doesn't draw that card early on again, otherwise Odion is going to have a very tough time keeping Kaiba's attacks at bay. He does have a lot of attack power in his deck. So we'll set them up again. We'll go from Odion's perspective this time as we see Two-Headed King Rex make an appearance as for the card that comes up before the duel. Odion wins rock, paper, scissors. Okay, there's Curse of Anubis, there's Cobra Jar, Venom Borer as well, Embodiment of Apophis, and a Scapegoat. He probably doesn't want to play that Scapegoat. Look what happened in the last match. Okay, he's gone face down with Cobra Jar. Okay, second turn honours the Kaibas, and he goes down with Force Raider straight off the bat as well. It's a massive hitting card. It's a 1900 attack and only 4 stars. So Cobra Jar will be flipped up, and Odion will get another defender. So the Poisonous Snake token will also do 500 points of damage when it's destroyed. Turn change back to Odion, who has just drawn Scapegoat as well. Okay, he's decided to go with Scapegoat. He's seen that Kaiba hasn't played that final attack orders. At least he hasn't put any cards face down, so that won't be an issue just yet. If Kaiba does draw that final attack orders, Odion's in trouble. It's that's the trump card, and could hold the key for Kaiba taking up these, getting a second win to gain a season point. And Kaiba has just played cost down. He's thrown away Sagi the Dark Clown and is now tributed Vorse Raider. And oh, there it is, a Blue Eyes White Dragon for Kaiba. Only needing 1 tribute due to the effect of cost down, which would have put it to a level 6 monster instead of a level 8. So Kaiba now 3,000 points of attack from a Blue Eyes White Dragon, gets rid of a token with that attack. A small insignificant sheep token. And oh, Metal Reflect Slime, that's a great card for Odion at this stage. Be able to set up a bit more of a defense. Alright, Odion has just activated Metal Reflect Slime. So at 3,000 defense, that will at least be able to keep Blue Eyes at bay for a little while. And down goes La Jin as well, so Kaiba likely will opt to get rid of more tokens here, and he does. So Odion's defenders are starting to thin out. He does still have a Scapegoat available to him as well. They were put in his deck as a defensive tool. There's Swords of Revealing Light. And Odion plays it straight away, doesn't hesitate. So he's going to keep Kaiba's monsters at bay for a minimum of 3 turns, unless Kaiba has a Dispel or something in his hand. And he doesn't, he goes straight to the end phase. Odion, oh, Dark Hole. So Odion has a trump card awaiting for Kaiba, maybe hoping that he plays something else on the field. And he's just played a Hitotsume Giant, and it's only a 1200 attack. Maybe trying to bait Odion into attacking, perhaps. And oh, there's another Metal Reflect Slime, so Odion's got plenty of defense. And, oh, okay, he's gone for attack position with that Poisonous Snake token. He can stalemate with Hitotsume Giant, and that will then do 500 points of damage to Kaiba's life points, while destroying both monsters. So Kaiba loses Hitotsu and loses 500 points. Odion loses his Poisonous Snake token. Still, with a 3,000 defender, what good is that snake token? Does 500 points of damage, I guess. And Kaiba has just gone with another face-down defense. So plenty on the field to digest here. We've got Lejeune and Blue Eyes doing the bulk of the attacking. Odion running out of sheep tokens. And there's Temple of the Mind's Eye again. Odion had that effect in use last game, and it did actually serve him pretty well. Odion having a bit of a think. He's looking at that Dark Hole, and he goes for it. So Blue Eyes White Dragon and La Jin are gone. And what was that face down grappler? Now Embodiment of Apophis is flipped up, so good move from Odion to hold Embodiment of Apophis until the Dark Hole is played. Down goes a Metal Reflect Slime. And Embodiment of Apophis takes off 1,600 points off of Kaiba. He's down to 5,900. Odion's still comfortable at 8,000. Odion keeping Metal Reflect Slime concealed. And there's a Monster Reborn from Kaiba. So he will be able to bring back a Blue Eyes. He did lose one only a turn or two ago. And we have it back. We will get to see the animation again as well. And Now, Embodiment of Apophis is undefended. And Kaiba also plays Shrink. That will put Embodiment of Apophis to 800. And 2200 points of damage set to come off of Odion here if the attack lands. And Kaiba plays Metal Reflect Slime. So after all that work, Odion has it back. Okay, sorry, I'm zoning out a little bit. Temple of the Mind's Eye is still in Odion's hand. He still does have Scapegoat as well. However, with a 3000 defender in that Metal Reflect Slime, he is safe for the moment. Alright, Kaiba has just played another face down defense. And oh, there's Monster Reborn for Odion as well. Unfortunately for him, he didn't draw it earlier. He could have called back the Blue Eyes himself. And there is only one of them in the graveyard currently. Odion passed his turn. There's Des Ferrolimp. So Kaiba will be able to select a card in his graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. And he decides to go with Cost Down. Yes, if he draws a Blue Eyes in later on in the duel, he can use Cost Down and get it to the field a bit easier. Des Ferrolimp is tributed for Swordstalker. And there it's Venom Serpent. At 1000 attack, 800 defense. It's just another target on the field right now for Odion. Put up some defense. Kaiba now decides to attack with Blue Eyes White Dragon. However, 3000 defense holding strong. Without it, Odion probably would have lost by now. Alright, there's no entry. And Odion will have to chuck a card here. He does have 7 in his hand. He's got rid of Venom Boa. It is a 5-star monster. And Odion does still have Scapegoat as well as a backup, I guess, just in case. There's Ryukish Empowered. And Kaiba passes turn. We're back to Odion, who's just drawn a Cobra Jar. That's not a bad card for Odion. He'll be able to get another, be able to get a Poisonous Snake token as well from it. Alright, Upstart Goblin. Kaiba draws a card. Odion gets 1000 life points. And Thunder Dragon. So effect activated, so that's been tossed to the graveyard. And 2 of them will now come to Kaiba's hand. You only need 2 of them to get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And straight to the end phase. No, sorry, battle phase. Then Cobra Jar is flipped up, which will summon a token in defense. So Kaiba could lose another 500 points here as well, because he'll have to get through that token eventually. And there it is, Swordstalker does the honors. Alright, Kaiba has drawn... Ooh, Needle Wall. Needle Wall is a very good card. So Odion will get a dice roll, and if it's 2, 3 or 4, Kaiba will lose his monsters in corresponding order to Needle Wall's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from left to right on Kaiba's field. Alright, Kaiba did go with a face down spell or trap and to the end phase as well, so not much he can do but wait, I'm afraid. There goes Needle Wall, which rolls a 2 and destroys Swordstalker. You know, I'm surprised that Needle Wall is not a banned card. It is pretty good. It's a lot of random chance, but I mean, you roll a 6 and you get to roll again, so it's more like a 1 in 5 for one of your monsters to be destroyed by it. And there's Temple of the Mind's Eye. Alright, Kaiba having a bit of a think. In fact, he's having a long think. He must be reading an effect of some kind. He's just gone with a face down spell or trap. So Kaiba has just played Interdimensional Matter Transporter. There goes the effect of Needle Wall again as well, which goes with a 5. And Kaiba did play Interdimensional Matter Transporter, I guess as a measure to protect the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which he removed it off the field. He'll get it back during the end phase, so I guess that was just in case. He didn't want to lose the Blue Eyes White Dragon. But unless he can find a way to power it up or get through that Metal Reflect Slime, Kaiba is stuck. Alright, Odion, no, still Kaiba. So Silent Doom has just been played. Target one normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. What's Odion got planned here? Why is he bringing back Sagi the Dark Clown? And Kaiba having a bit of a think. I wonder what he's contemplating. With those 6 cards in his hand, he's just gone for a double tribute, and another Blue Eyes White Dragon has just come to the field. So Kaiba now, with 2 Blue Eyes, it's a 6,000 point buffer when you put them attacking individually. And Odion is holding fast with a 3,000 defense. Now remember, Needle Wall will come into play here. It's actually very risky for Kaiba to put 2 Blue Eyes on the field. And Kaiba has gotten very, very lucky. I wonder why he would be putting 2 Blue Eyes on the field, especially with the effect of Needle Wall running rampant now as well. And Swords of Concealing Light from Odion, which is going to flip both Blue Eyes face down, and they're going to be stuck for a couple of turns. So Odion, with a little bit of breathing room now, he has to try and formulate a plan somehow to get back into this match. He's still ahead on life points, but Odion hasn't made any significant move for the last few turns. Okay, there's Skull Guardian. Kaiba's hand, and Joey just rolled a... sorry, I just said Joey. Odion just rolled a 5. I'm so used to Joey being the one to do all the dice rolls, and Scapegoat has just gone face down. And would you believe it, Kaiba, still with 6 cards in hand, has gone with another face down defense. Alright, to the end phase and the turn change. Back to Odion. So Kaiba now with 3 defensives on the field. However, that Needle Wall is running rampant, and there's a 2. And it gets rid of one of Kaiba's Blue Eyes. He put 2 on the field, and it may have cost him. So he had the attack, but he couldn't do anything with it. And now Odion, with a Monster Reborn, unknowing to Kaiba. Kaiba didn't know that Odion had a Monster Reborn in his hand. However, it is now very bleak for Kaiba because his Blue Eyes is in defense mode. And just as long as Odion doesn't make a mistake and he remembers which one that Blue Eyes is under, embodiment of Apophis has just been flipped up. And oh, Beastly Mirror Ritual can be activated as well. He can chuck away Skull Guardian from his hand as well to special summon it to the field. So Odion now having a ton of attack power, and Kaiba may be kicking himself that he put that other Blue Eyes on the field. Another Metal Reflect Slime token along with no entry is now on Odion's side of the field. And he decides to attack with Blue Eyes, but which one was it? Ah, good man, good memory. It is the one that was in the middle, and that Blue Eyes is now destroyed. And now it's looking very, very bleak for Kaiba. He's just lost Mystic Horseman, and Temple of the Mind's Eye is still active, so only 1,000 points maximum for battle damage. And turn count now is with Kaiba, and he's going to have to do something fast with these 7 cards that he has in his hand. Otherwise he will lose on the next turn likely, or he will lose very much the rest of his life points remaining. So again, Kaiba taking his time. He has just played Enemy Controller, and he's just moved Metal Reflect Slime to attack mode, and Odion has just flipped up no entry to put it straight back to defense, so Odion got all the answers here. As you see, Kaiba plays Battle Ox, and it looks like that was his plan, to play Enemy Controller and then attack an attack position Enemy Controller. However, that is not what happened. And Kaiba's Battle Ox now is a sitting duck. And it goes in for an attack. On the face down there goes Scapegoat, so we won't see any Ghost Sheep tokens. And now turn change. Back to Odion here. Needle Wall rolls, and it is a 1. And down goes Wandering Mummy. And with that Blue Eye still on the field, Kaiba looks like he knows he might be cooked because he put Battle Ox in attack mode and left it in attack mode, and now it looks like this Blue Eyes is going to blow away Battle Ox. We'll only do 1,000 damage, however that's all Odion needs to get this one done. Wait, no, Kaiba will still have 400 points. So Kaiba will get another draw here. However, with only 4 cards in hand for Kaiba, well, if he's going to make some miraculous comeback, he's going to have to do it now. He won't be able to survive another turn. So, what's he got? Has Kaiba got anything to fight back against Odion's? Oh, he's gone for Polymerization. However, I would say that would be for the 2 Thunder Dragons, and it is. So the legendary twin-headed Thunder Dragon will come to the field and grace us with its almighty presence. The most common fusion for high-end in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. If you play that game, you have a fondness for the twin-headed Thunder Dragon. It was your boy, it got you through most of the game. And Kaiba has also played Lord of D, which may have drawn a bit too late. If he had that on earlier, his Needle Wall might have been able to... Lord of D may have been able to protect Blue Eyes from the Needle Wall. However, it is all but too late now as Odion goes in for the attack. What happened? I did not see what just... Ah, Kaiba's... It was Kaiba's turn. Alright, Needle Wall activates. Oh, wouldn't it be something if it hit Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon? It wouldn't be fair. 6 and 6 and 5. So it doesn't hit. However, it doesn't matter because Kaiba is going to pick up the loss on this turn. So they are at 1-1. Kaiba picked up the first win. And I may have gotten them mixed up a little bit in that match. Apologies if I did. I'm watching a Blue Eyes attack and my brain is automatically thinking that it's Kaiba. However, Odion has picked up the second match in a pretty hotly fought match. Both players really had to dig deep to overcome some of the opposing moves there, but Odion has come out on top, so we will go to a tiebreaker. Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher. Oh, tiebreaker. Tell you what, that last match, that was a bit of a marathon. How long did that last match go for? It was, what, like about a 15... No, longer. It was, wow, that was close to a 20 to 25 minute match that Kaiba and Odion just had. Oh, Temple of the King, straight off the bat. That is one of Odion's key cards. He needs that to get the Mystical Beast of Circuit out. And Temple of the Mind's Eye has been played again as well, so battle damage will be 1,000. Even if it's under, it will still be 1,000. If it's over, it will still be 1,000. So a bit of a double-edged sword card at times, although Odion didn't play any monsters down. And Kaiba throws a Thunder Dragon to the graveyard to get 2 more, and he does have a Polymerization. Oh, there's Ring of Destruction as well. That could be a very, very handy card if Odion calls a Metal Reflect Slime, because at 0 attack, it will always be destroyed by that as well, because its attack is lower than Odion's life points. And the legendary one, once again, will get to make an appearance, the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. If you wanted to buy him with your star chips on Forbidden Memories, if my memory serves me correct, it was either 1700 or 1800. You could actually buy him with star chips. And oh, speaking of Metal Reflect Slime, Odion has just flipped it up. Kaiba, he played that Ring of Destruction this turn, so he won't be able to activate it right now. He will be able to activate it next turn though. Down goes Ryukushin Powered at 1600. And turn change. Now at Odion, and Kaiba flips up Ring of Destruction and gets rid of Metal Reflect Slime. So Odion's lost his defense. However, what does he have? Can he do anything with the 3 cards? Oh, Raigeki! Oh, that is absolutely devastating for Kaiba. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon deserved better than to get destroyed by a stupid Raigeki. He's a Thunder Dragon. You think Raigeki would just power him up, give him a bit of extra electric juice to attack back with, but, well, we do know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't always make sense. If it was in the anime, that's what would have happened. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon would have absorbed the Raigeki, and he would have destroyed all the monsters in Odion's deck instead of on the field. However, Kaiba has now got a Hitotsumi Giant on the field, and he did get an attack away, so... And Odion still, no, he hasn't done any monsters on the field. He is still just going with these face-down spell or traps. He has Blade Knight, and oh, negate attack, so that will skip the rest of Kaiba's battle phase. So Odion only just hanging on here. He's managed to keep Kaiba at bay just for long enough. He's gone with another face down defense and keeping the other 2 cards in his hand. There's Card of Demise. Kaiba plays Wide Dragon Head. So Blade Knight will become 2000 if there's only one or less card in Kaiba's hand. Oh, Poison Mummy! So that'll be 1000 points of damage to Kaiba. Even though Blade Knight was only 200 points weaker, that's with the effect of Temple of the Mind's Eye. Poison Mummy flipping up would have done 500 points of damage as well. And Odion, again, straight to the end phase. Not able to play anything else. There's Sagi the Dark Clown. Kaiba tributes Hitotsu-Mi Giant. And throws down Swordstalker. Oh, and Card of Demise, so he draws cost down and Blue Eyes. Oh my word. Oh my word. That is a shocker. There goes Poison Mummy, sorry, is just what went. Card of Demise will also stop any battle damage as well, and Kaiba will lose the rest of his hand. He didn't put costs down on the field. That may have been a bit of an error from Kaiba. He's just seen his Blue Eyes go to the graveyard. He can get that back with Monster Reborn, mind you. But remember, with cost down, you do also have to discard from your hand as well. And right now, Kaiba doesn't have a hand. So, but still. Well, Blade Knight is now at 2000. It's leveled Swordstalker. There's Cobra Jar, which has just been flipped up. And that will summon a Poisonous Snake token as well. So Kaiba will lose 500 points for destroying it. Wide Dragon Head now is going in for an attack, and they are now equal on life points. They're both at 6,000. And there's a lot happening in this match. It's only still very early in. Kaiba's got a crush card on the field as well. But with 3 monsters on, it's looking a bit bleak for Odion now. He's going to have to pull something out soon. Otherwise, Kaiba is very quickly going to start to overrun him. And with Kaiba now having a Blue Eyes in the graveyard, that means Odion potentially could... Oh, Scapegoat. So Odion could potentially get a Monster Reborn himself and get the Blue Eyes back as well. So Scapegoat has just been flipped up, and as we saw in the first duel, it actually made things hard for Odion. However, he's just summoned a 3rd and possibly a 4th Sheep token, so he's got some defense. Kaiba fortunately hasn't drawn final attack orders yet, so for the moment Odion is safe having these in defense mode. He's managed to protect his life points though. So he loses 2 of them, of his Sheep tokens. Odion with a draw, 4 cards in hand. There's a face down spell or trap. And a D-spell. So he sees that Kaiba has a crush card on the field. And turn change. And, oh! Here we go, final attack orders. And it is now looking bleak. Now looking very bleak. Odion's getting a prompt in his... Oh, Magical Arm Shield. Odion has just flipped up a devastating trap. He's just nicked Swordstalker, and Blade Knight has just attacked Swordstalker, and they've both been removed from the field. Kaiba has just lost 2 monsters. That Magical Arm Shield is an absolutely devastating card. And Odion loving his trap cards. They're what's keeping him in the game right now. They're still both on 6,000 points. And Kaiba has just flipped up final attack order. That's going to put that Scapegoat token into attack mode. And this is bad news for Odion. This is a card that absolutely slaughtered him in the first match. And, oh, tribute of Black Sheep token. Oh, Mystical Beast of Circuit is on the field. Odion, in a clutch draw, appears to have just drawn his best monster. It's a 2500 attack, and it will get an extra 500 attack for every monster it destroys. So 1000 points now off of Kaiba, and he's just lost his Y Dragon Head. And now Mystical Beast of Circuit is at 3000 points. Even a Blue Eyes wouldn't be able to defeat it head on. They would both destroy each other. And Kaiba has activated final attack orders, and now it's going to come back against him. Oh, this is horror for Kaiba. So he's got Mystic Horseman face down in defense. However, if it's attacked, it will flip up and it will probably go to attack mode if I'm not mistaken. It's flipped up. Final attack orders will activate and put Mystic Horseman into attack mode. And Kaiba has just lost another 1000 points, and Mystical Beast of Circuit is now at 3500. And oh, that's not going to help Kaiba. Hyozen Ryu, 2100 attack, 2800 defense is no good. There's a face down from Odion, a face down spell or trap, and to the battle phase. Now he will only still be able to do 1000 points of damage because of Temple of the Mind's Eye. Otherwise, Kaiba would only have 500 points. There's a monster reborn. God, can that really do anything? Oh, wait. Oh, I hope Kaiba sees it. I've just seen it. I wonder if everyone else has as well. Yep, I think Kaiba may have just seen it. He's just played Monster Reborn. Oh, don't blunder this. Do not blunder this. Oh, great choice. I do believe Kaiba has just seen it. He's drawn a Monster Reborn. And this is going to flip the duel straight on its head. So Sagi the Dark Clown has just been revived. And Kaiba has that Crush card on the field. He's going to activate this Crush card. He's going to destroy Mystical Beast of Circuit. Sagi the Dark Clown has just returned to the field. In record time, has just gone straight back to the graveyard. And unbelievably, Odion now has lost Mystical Beast of Circuit. Kaiba, though, has no cards on the field and he can't play anything to defend himself. Odion, 3 cards in hand, it will be 4 now. So he probably will be able to get another shot at Kaiba here. If he does have any monsters in his hand, he didn't play anything. Oh, there's a removed trap. Odion has gone after final attack orders. And getting that off the field is absolutely vital. Kaiba at 3000 points, Odion still at 6000, so Odion with the advantage, although he hasn't played any monsters. However, he does have trap monsters. There's Battle Ox. And, oh, Metal Reflect Slime has come to the field. A 3000 defense against Kaiba's 1700 Battle Ox. Kaiba will not be able to get through a defense that high. And this duel has flipped around again. It's now, you would say, in Odion's favor. However, either player can still take this match. There's Polymerization. Again, Kaiba does have a couple of them in his deck, given that he has a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon fusion. He's also got some between the metal tanks, and he probably has a Rabbit Horseman in there as well. There's a Vorse Raider. So Kaiba electing just to pass. He didn't play Vorse Raider. And to the end phase now, Odion has passed. Ooh, there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Vorse Raider. Can Kaiba... he has lost a Blue Eyes. He has one in his hand. He will have another one in his deck. Has Kaiba played Silent of the Doom, where you can bring a normal monster back? I don't think Kaiba has played that in this duel. He played it in the last one, or the one before. It is possible. He's thinking the same thing I am. He's just seen his blue eyes in there. But there's that Silent of the Doom. That's if that is the name of the card, isn't it? It's where you bring a normal monster back, but it can't attack. Kaiba potentially could still summon the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. If he got his other Blue Eyes and he got that, what's it called? Is it Return of the Doomed or Silent of the Doomed? I saw the card played. I always forget the card's name. However, Odion now with a 4th face down spell or trap. He's still got his Metal Reflect Slime, so he is safe. There's Shrink, which won't really help Kaiba in this situation. Oh, if Kaiba had that cost down, he would have been able to summon Blue Eyes by now, but it wouldn't make any difference because... Oh, Curse of Darkness. Any player that activates a spell card now will take 1,000 points of damage upon the spell card's activation. So, Kaiba, he's got Hyozen Ryu on the field at 2,800. My word, who takes this one? I'm almost leaning in favour of Odion now. Kaiba can only activate a maximum of 3 magic cards from here, and he will probably need magic cards to get through this. Oh, there's Obelisk the Tormentor. If Kaiba can get 3 monsters on the field, he will have a 4,000 point attacker. There's Z Metal Tank. Kaiba, he only needs 1 more monster. If he can get 1 more monster onto the field, he will be able to summon Obelisk the Tormentor. So Odion, 6 cards in hand, still sitting very comfortably. There's a... it's risky putting 5 cards in your magic and trap card zones, because you can potentially trap yourself doing that, because you can't play any other ones. So Ring of Defense is now in Kaiba's hand. Ugh, I need a drink after all this. Oh, there's a 2nd Flute of Summoning Dragon. I don't think Lord of D's been played yet either, so Kaiba potentially could draw Lord of D to get a Blue Eyes on the field as well. And he's just chucked away Shrink because he had 7 cards in his hand. Hell, Kaiba's only got 11 cards in his deck. Odion's at 15, so Kaiba's lower on deck count for cards. Can you imagine if Kaiba ran out of cards and lost the match? So Odion having a bit of a think, and he's just chucked away a card of his own. That's Judgment of Anubis, or actually I think it might be Curse of Anubis or something like that. There's... Oh, Enemy Controller. Oh, Kaiba could... he could activate that effect. He could put Metal Reflect Slime to attack mode and then get rid of it. And may be able to sweep Odion's other defense. So Odion's had the 2 defense on the field for a while. Kaiba did. He does have a Hyozen Ryu at 2,100 attack, but he hasn't used it. And oh, Magic Jammer. Oh, Odion had a Magic Jammer on the field, and that will stop Enemy Controller from activating. Enemy Controller is destroyed. That may have been one of Kaiba's last chance to get that Metal Reflect Slime off the field. Okay, turn change. We're back to Odion. This match has gone... He's getting straight down to the wire. Odion goes with another face down magic or trap. Knowing Odion, likely a oh, there it is. Silent Doom, that's what it's called. So Kaiba could bring back another Blue Eyes. If he draws his other one, he could summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But no, what he can do now, he can activate that effect. He can pull whatever back from the graveyard, it doesn't matter what, and then he could summon Obelisk, because this is a special summon. And that's what he's going for. It's Hitotsu-Me Giant. Curse of Darkness will activate. Kaiba will lose 1,000 points from it. Having a quick squiz through his deck. And here it is, Obelisk the Tormentor. 3 tribute summons required, but it will be a 4,000 attack, and it's going to get over that mystical... I said mystical again. That Metal Reflect Slime. Obelisk the Tormentor has been summoned. Kaiba's Egyptian god is on the field. 4,000 attack. And Metal Reflect Slime has been broken in half. And this is bad news for Odion, although Kaiba will have to do a lot of attacking. Oh, Needle Wall. Oh no, that is... Oh, there's another Metal Reflect Slime as well. Oh, that is absolute horror for Kaiba. That is not what he wanted to see. It's a 1 in 5 because 6 will be a reroll. Kaiba's got a 1 in 5 to lose Obelisk. Although in the anime trap cards didn't affect them, that's not how they work in the real game. There's, Embodiment of Apophis. In fact, it's almost going to be impossible for Kaiba to do enough life point damage at this state. He's only got 9 cards left in his deck. So Odion might have trapped him here. There's Needle Wall. It can't be a 3. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, that's absolutely devastating. Oh, Kaiba played well. He made an error here or there, but he played well. But Odion has got him in the end. And Kaiba's going to lose the rest of his life points. He's undefended. Oh, what a match this is. That is absolutely tragic for Kaiba. 1 in 5 chance. Needle Wall has gone straight down on the top of Obelisk the Tormentor's head. And after a 45-turn classic, followed by, it was about another 40-turn duel last time as well. This match, how long has it gone for? This best of 3, it's gone for, jeez, it's over 50 minutes long. For these two to get a decisive best of 3 match, Kaiba and Odion have absolutely delivered another classic. Odion, 100%, even if he's not the winner of the season, he has been the best duelist to watch that this channel has ever produced. Odion's deck is phenomenally fun. And Odion has also picked up the season point against what was an undefeated Kaiba. Wait, no, that's that's undefeated. My bad. Kaiba was still quite high up in the rankings though, isn't he? Yes, he was 3rd. He has just picked up a loss, so Odion defeats Kaiba. And, oh yeah, Kaiba's slipped down to 8th now. So that was a must-win for Kaiba. Odion's at 5th. And who do we have next playing in this tournament? It is Joey against Seeker, so we will get to see the Battle City duel. Maybe Joey can get his own Red Eyes Black Dragon back when he lost to Seeker when Seeker summoned Exodia in the anime. Anyway, what a match that was between Odion and Kaiba. Absolute marathon. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a tough call because it's tough to speak for 50 minutes straight. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Really hope you enjoyed that one as well. I'll be back at it tomorrow to end the week on Friday as well. Thanks everyone. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Take care. Farewell.